Salve, this is Curio Blu-Rays, and this is actually pretty rare Blu-ray. This is the best werewolf movie in the world. Howling 2, it's not over yet. The rocking, shocking new wave of horror, and that's Sybil Danning on the cover, I think. And you can see how they have the two things, the thing. So let's not waste too much time. So this one I finally got. I tracked it down. I got it for like 50 bucks after taxes. So let's go through this. Yeah, you can see she's in the awesome outfit right here. That's one of the reasons I really always like the movie. That is leather, and it is with brass. So, anyways.
Your sister is a werewolf. After countless millennia of watching, waiting, and stalking the unholy creatures known as werewolves, are poised to inherit the earth. Legendary horror icon Christopher Lee faces off against sexy cult favorite Sybil Danning. Battle beyond the stars, change heat, grindhouse. In this terrifying descent into a world of nightmares that turns out to be all too real. After a newscast of Karen White's shocking on-screen transformation and violent death in the original The Howling, her brother Ben, Red Brown, you are the hunter of the future, is approached by Stefan Kraus Lee, a mysterious man who claims that Karen has in fact become a werewolf. But this is the least of their worries. To save mankind, Stefan and Ben must travel to Transylvania to battle and destroy Straba Danning, the immortal queen of all werewolves, because she is restored to her, before she is restored to her full powers. Also starring Annie McEnroe, The Hand, Martha A. Hunt, Dracula AD 1972. Edited by Philip Morrow, The Marsupials, The Howling 3, Communion, The Beast Within, and driven by a pulsing punky soundtrack. The film is a no-holds-barred horror fest that'll rip your heart out, and you'll like it.
So this is like a limited one, and this is pretty hard to get actually. I got it for like $50 finally. Around the time it was like, I think the cheapest I ever saw it was $30. I seen it listed as like, yeah, $30 is the cheapest I ever seen. The list price I've seen listed is about $20. And basically, after tax, it was like $50. People want like $130, $200 for it new and used. So that was pretty bad. So this is almost like if you like Near Dark. So it's almost a bit like Near Dark. Not like the Lost Boys. Like it kind of has a soundtrack like the Lost Boys has Echo and the Bunnymen, and this has the perfect soundtrack with the band that has sort of like that synth sort of sound and everything, and it just kind of works for it, you know. So yeah, it's more like a Near Dark where you had like a small vampire sort of thing, and they go into the thing. So the Martha A. Hunt one, she's mostly known because she dated Mick Jagger. Red Brown, you're the hunter of the future. I have that Blu-ray. He's also on The Sword and the Sorcerer, so you'd almost think that I'm like collecting these Red Brown things. So Sybil Danning, there's some really good extra interview with her, which is, I gave that an A+, and I would probably give Reb about a B+. But the thing with her is like they show the clips from the thing. She explains how this outfit, how it basically it's real leather and it's got like brass on it, and how it wasn't the most comfortable thing. And then the one time she's wearing the sunglasses, and she talks about the scene, how they keep showing her ripping the top off, and she said that was actually a leather outfit. I would never have thought that was leather also, because you know it looks like fabric. So this is the best werewolf because it's the most realistic, because they do like the orgies. They talk about how the original Wolfman is like an allegory or metaphor for being Jewish, and he didn't understand why he was turning into a monster, how everybody is going after him. So an American Werewolf in London is a little bit more like that. That's a good one. I would say that's one of the other good werewolf movies. If you want another good werewolf movie, Wolf is pretty good, though I'm a little biased because I did a show in the Westbury the Westbury Fair there, like the Westbury grounds or whatever it is, wherever they have that mansion. So yeah, it's kind of like that Near Dark thing, and I'm trying to think of what else I could sort of theme it up with. I was kind of like thinking of it, and then I had it in my mind. I had how I was going to like frame it up, and then you know what? I went totally blank, and I can't remember anything. But this is kind of cool if you like subspecies and stuff like that, like those full moon pictures, because this was done in like the Transylvania. It's got the checked little thing. They talk about how one place was flooded, and you could even see the bullet holes, and Christopher Lee got really emotional. How the werewolf costumes were like more from the Planet of the Apes, so they were actually apes, and then they had to do the cut-in scenes and do stuff like that. So like Hunter's Guild Red Hood actually reminds me a little bit of this, the way they did the werewolves, the grim take on Grimm's fairy tales. They have a guy that reminds me of somebody from this. It has like the street festivals. The extras are pretty cool. It talks about some of the stuff, some of the issues they had, the censorship, they couldn't use phones, they had to use people on bikes, and how all the actors from there were pretty good, and they had real punks there. I think the sound, that concert had just the right sound, you know what I mean? It just really kind of fit the mood of the movie and the music. Like, I'm normally a person that likes scores, but I would say it perfectly fit, kind of like how the Lost Boys, Echo and the Bunnymen. People are strange when you're a stranger. People look ugly. But like this one, like it's got the song that's really catchy for it. See, the thing American Werewolf in London is all those songs are already songs. So you can hear like the Freezing Moon from Mayhem. Like that would have been a good soundtrack for a thing like this. It's got the orgy scenes. It's got like an interracial, bestial orgy scene too that they had some issues with. So they like don't really touch each other. So it's got like Sybil Danning. It's got that one Susan A. Hunt or whatever. She's a real interesting person, I guess. But she's mostly known for dating people. I don't really know her at all. You would think that I was a fan of Red Brown. Red Brown's alright in this movie. He's a little flat. I don't think Annie really fit well. She has alright feet, like Annie McEnroe, but like she's not really pretty. She's not really attractive. She's not really that charismatic. So I don't think she fit. And she's almost like Marcy from Married with Children, but which originally is Marcy was in Fright Night, but she was better in Fright Night. She was the woman in Fright Night. She was a lot more attractive. She wasn't like the frumpy lesbian yet. So it's like she kind of had that sort of look. And I mean, even the first Howling movie, I don't think she was attractive. So if they had a better female for her, I don't think she's a horrible person or anything like that. It's like she's not that. She didn't fit the role. You know what I mean? She's like someone that would not fit the role. Like, this is the queen of the werewolves. You know, you would expect something better. You know, so there's some good parts with her and stuff. But I really always like this outfit. The outfit is just so awesome. And they have like a thing with some of the extras where they have the stills. That was alright, but most of them are in black and white. I watched both commentary tracks. I watched the movie 4 times, so it's definitely pretty good. I'm really glad I got it. I'm not really sure what the difference is between the opening and the ending, the alternate ones. I did count. She does show her the goods at least 17 times on one of them. But yeah, her interview was really good on this. I don't know how recent. I guess it was from around 2015. She still looks pretty good for her age. Like I said, man, I'm so glad I finally got this. I watched it. I'm going to watch it again at some point. It's definitely Jacktastic fantastic. You know what I mean? Fantastic Jacktastic. I'm not a big werewolf, but all the werewolf movies, none of them are really good. They usually do it with like CGI, like Van Helsing, the vampire, the werewolf in that movie's alright, but that's all CGI. Wolf with Jack Nicholson, that's a pretty good werewolf movie, but I would say this is a better werewolf movie. And then if you want other werewolf movies, the American Werewolf in London, which I'll probably get the Blu-ray set on. I don't think I'm going to get the UHD on that. And I might get Wolf, but now they want a lot of money for Wolf, so I don't know if I'm going to bother. There's a bad remake of Wolf, too. But like I said, man, I'm so happy. Thank you so much for the seller. He gave me a decent price on it. It ended up being about $50 after tax. I think I missed out on a chance to get this for like $30 because I'm really not too happy with the Scream factory releases often. And you can see it's just region A. So basically, I am going to try to get some more Blu-rays from them that I want, and I'll see how that goes. I picked up a bunch of stuff recently. I got like Star Crash. I ordered supposedly the Sorcerer, the Warrior and the Sorceress one with David Carradine, which is limited to 1,500 with the poster. I did it as a guest, so hopefully I get that. Yeah, and I also ordered it with that. I've been getting a few Blu-rays. I'm trying to get all the Blu-rays I want. I'm going to get some UHD 4Ks. I don't know if I'm ever going to get a 4K player, but there's certain stuff I want to definitely have, just like there's certain stuff I want on Blu-ray. You know, like Rollerball I think is on 4K. I'll probably get Rollerball on 4K if I can. Then I would probably get the other things I wanted on 4K that I had trouble. But like some other stuff I don't think is worth getting on 4K, like is Evil Dead or Army of Darkness or Evil Dead 2, probably not. But like I said, man, your sister's a werewolf, Howling 2, the best werewolf movie ever made. Don't forget it, don't regret it. Thank you very much.